those who we expect to have strength is in verse 30. God help me here. Now, look at verse 30. It talks about the youth and the young men. Folk who can still stand up straight. They ain't been over by arthritis. Y'all ain't praying here. Folk whose minds work well. They can recall almost anything they want to recall. Can I get a witness here? He says that the young folk are folk we tend to think these folk really got strength. But in verse 31 is folk who don't look like they got much. They humbled down by reaping what they sowed. They just waiting on the Lord. And the verse says here that natural strength, I would have said in verse 30, no matter how much it is, will ultimately give out. He says, even the youth shall faint and be weary, and young men shall utterly fall. Now, this is symbolic of anything natural that we put our trust in. Can I get a witness here? Many folk put their trust in the economic system, but it failed this year. We trust in congressmen and senators, but they mess up and fall themselves. Can I get a witness here? You had folk you loved so much you bought a ring for them, and they bumped your head and left you on the side of the road. Natural stuff we trust in has a way of falling and failing. Can I get a witness here? But oh, they that wait upon the Lord. This is a specific expectation in the text. It says they shall renew their strength. But don't go too far now, because this is the beginning of shalls. Tell your neighbor the beginning. It's the beginning of shalls that show up in the reality of this specific group that's waiting upon a specific God. If you in the group of the folk who are waiting for El Shaddai, there's a shall about to come into your reality. When things ain't working, there's a shall that's about to pop in the door. Can I get a witness here? That is a shall about to call you on your cell phone, about to hit you with an email, about to send you a text message. God's got a shall coming that's going to pop into your reality while you're down on your knees. He said they shall renew their strength. This phrase, renew their strength, really messed me slam up. It blew my mind. It means to change strength, as one might change into a fresh clothes or exchange an old thing for a new thing. Did not tell you you already had latent power. The power on the inside that was silent and was not apparent. But a change is about to take place, because the power that's been laying underneath is about to change into power that everybody gonna see. The power that kept you is about to change into power that shall deliver you. Can I get a witness here? It may be significant that the three final metaphors speak to overcoming one natural impossibility and two natural weaknesses. Can I get a witness here? The text says that this specific group that waits upon a specific God shall mount up on wings like eagles, and you do know, don't you? That's a human impossibility. The text also says that this specific group that waiting on a specific God shall run and not be weary. Can I get a witness here? The text also says that this specific group that's waiting, oh God, sometime waiting on this specific God shall walk and not faint. Can I get a witness here? Now stay with me here. You see, notice that every quality that these folk take on are found in God. Over in verse 28, don't lose me now, because in verse 28 it says that God is never weary and God cannot faint. Over in verse 31, there's a download of what God can't do coming up into those that wait upon the true and living God. And so now they can't get weary and they can't faint. Can I get a witness here? They that wait upon the Lord get God-like qualities. Is there a witness here? Because God is faithful. Are y'all praying with me here? This text then speaks to God endowing those that wait upon him with supernatural ability. This simply means, as Pastor Pam said, we're coming out strong. Now I got something to work with that I did not have when I fell down. I'm about to get up and I'm gonna be better because God is faithful and hit me with a download. We're coming out strong, not because of any goodness or strength of our own, but by the grace of the living God. It was grace, you know, that woke you up this morning. It was grace that started you on your way. It was grace, I tell you, that was keeping me until God can deliver me. The faithfulness of God always shows up in a grace work. It's an undeserved work. It's a work based upon the integrity of God. It's because God cannot stop being who he is. When I'm unfaithful, God cannot stop being faithful. When I'm wrong, God can't stop being faithful. When I drop the ball, God can't stop being faithful. When I can't find my way because I lost myself, God cannot stop being faithful. Got to leave y'all here. The psalmist said, rest in the Lord and wait patiently on him. Fret not thyself because of him that walketh in the way. Can I get a witness here? The psalmist said, I waited patiently on the Lord. He inclined unto me and heard my cry. Can I get a witness here? I heard the Hebrew writer say, as he spoke about Abraham, he said, and so after he patiently endured, he obtained the promise. I come to tell somebody that God got strength for you. It's renewed strength. If you wait on him, I tell you, don't give up the fight. Don't throw in the towel. But hold on, I tell you, to God's unchanging hand. Because God has got a promise with your name on it. Can I get a witness here? Is there anybody in the house that can declare, I don't know about you, but I'm in the group? Can I get a witness here? Got my ticket and I'm on for the long haul. I ain't about to get off the train. Ain't gonna get off the plane. I'm gonna stay on the ship because I'm waiting. Oh, God, help me here. I'm waiting for El Shaddai. I'm waiting for the Lord himself. And when he shows up, no matter how weak I have been, I shall renew my strength. No matter how far I have been down, I'm gonna get up again. I'm just waiting on the Lord to show up. It's not a question of if he will, but it's a question of when he's gonna come. And I can wait. If he don't come today, I can wait. If he don't come next week, I can wait. If he don't come next month, I can wait. If he don't come next year, I can wait. Because God is faithful.